Hi, I thought we'd make a quick video for you of the DEWALT DW744X a year after purchase. It has been in extensive use over the past year, and one of the things that motivated me to make this video is how pleased we've been with it. Some of the features we like about it are the push stick is conveniently located right there. You pop it right out, push your work with it when you get time, put it right back. If you can get your workers to put it back every time when they're done with it, let me know how. I think that'd be very useful. The fence is mounted to this rack and pinion unit, but if it's in the way, all you have to do is flip these up and it's out of your way. It's very cool. It mounts right on those little pins there. Pop it back down and it's back in business. No calibrating. It's extremely accurate. When you set it on something along here, that's what you're going to get. I've done we do extensive work with oak and cabinet work here at the shop we're working on right now, and it hasn't disappointed me. One of the reasons we purchased this one over the next one down or some other models is this rack and pinion will go out almost to 25 inches. You can see that's pretty darn close to 25 inches. So you could easily rip a 48-inch wide piece of material in half. On the fence itself, it has this material support there. So if you were cutting, FRP, Formica, or Masonite, it wouldn't dip down underneath. When you're done, flip it back out of the way, and then it folds right back up. It has the usual things like where you can mount your spare blades. That feather board doesn't come with it, although I would recommend it. We also take advantage of the dust collection hooked up to our 18-gallon shop vac. The legs that come with are completely adequate. The only reason we did this is we wanted it on wheels. We roll it around, as well as that workbench right there, right to the section of the building we're working on. We just mounted it on these adjustable studs, so it's just barely higher than the table. We use it for our outfeed table. Here's some of the oak that we've cut. I don't know if you can tell by looking at it how smooth it is, but especially with that particular blade. But it's a very accurate saw, so we have very little need for sanding when we're done. And I don't know about you, but the less you have to sand oak, the better. So that's about all I can think of on this thing. There isn't anything I don't like on it. It did take a little getting used to with my cabinet saw. When you want to change the angle of the blade, usually you have the crank on the side or whatnot, but this one is basically you flip it and you just set it where you want and you lock it back down. It's that easy. When it hits that stop, I still check it every time, but it's been on every time. Has the accessory mount right there. And that's about all I could think of. We've used this thing extensively. Now I'll show you some of the things we've done with it. This is all the shops we've been making with it. It was the saw that we did all of this woodwork. As you can see, it's almost what we would need a cabinet saw for. But the one that's especially interesting, this one is all solid oak, and I don't know if you can see the detail in this thing, but this saw has not disappointed us in any way. We worked the crap out of that saw this past year, as well as on these are mostly pine and plywoods and the usual things. Same with those. It's all the usual materials. That one's a little more fancy. But mostly I wanted to show you that one. If that saw can do this kind of work, I can't think of too many things it can't do. So anyway, thanks for listening, and catch you later.